Today we are at Oxford Road, just about to travel to Hyde Boxing Club in Manchester. The gym is facing ongoing threat to closure due to redevelopment plans by Hyde Council. Today we'll be speaking to coaches and members at the gym about what it means to the community and the impact closure would have.
My name's Paul McElvenny, and I've boxed here like 30 years ago. Started off here with Hatton. Boxed here when I was about 10, 44 now, come back training my own kids here, and obviously knew that the gym was in a bit of turmoil, jumped on board, one of the coaches here now, trained some of the kids, trained the adults as well. I've set up an online petition, it's just short of 5,000 signatures that are on there, so it obviously shows that the community really care about it. It's somewhere that takes the kids off the streets. From a person that knows that I've got a bit of a colourful past myself, it took me off the streets. It took me away from, ended up in trouble and, in a life of crime where lots of my friends have, gone down a certain road. It's just a place for them it's like a bit of a sanctuary. It takes them off the streets. It's just got something to look forward to. It's discipline. Some people look at it as if we do boxing because we want to raise champions and stuff like that. Now that is good, all being, if that happens, that's what we do strive for eventually. But if that doesn't happen, it's not just about raising champions. It's about, like I said, sometimes some kids walking off them streets there and they don't even have the £6 subs to pay for the subs to come in and do the training. We let them train anyway because we take them off the streets. We're not too concerned about the money that comes into the gym. Boxing gyms never really earn any money anyway, but just to get them off the streets and to just give them somewhere to go. There used to be youth clubs and stuff like that when we was kids, but there's just nothing for anybody now. Council has basically said that there's a building that's just in front here now called Hyde Library. That's been sold to developers. This land's actually been declared surplus, and the building it's a 50-year-old building, so the council are saying that it needs major repairs and stuff like that. We've just had a survey done and we're just waiting for the survey to come back to find out what they would say that the costing are, and to find out basically how much it is going to cost to have the building repaired.
It's like a community here. But not just that, it's a family as well. Being able to take steps into a gym where Ricky Hatton himself first laced on the gloves, etc. So it's I'd say the energy is more about like the family, the vibe, the community, and put it this way: before I got into the sport, I used to be one of them kids who you see about on messing about on the street and stuff like that. So when you get into boxing, it's not all about the fighting side of things. Like you don't have to be in boxing to fight. You can be in boxing to lose weight, get fit, and obviously if you want to compete as well. But I'd say as a sport, it requires a lot of discipline. A lot of hard work, and it's not just all about punching people. It gives you a sense of belonging. It gives you, like, if you're say for example a child outside and you're messing about on the streets and stuff, it gives you somewhere to be. It's a precious boxing gym to the community. It's been here for decades. Like if anything, it needs to stay. Champions have been made from there, and I'm pretty sure that future champions will be made here as well. If this gym closes, it gives all of us in here, the kids, the fighters, the coaches, we've got nowhere to go. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's like, where do we go from there? Because we're losing our second home basically. You know what I mean? Because most of us were here 4 or 5 times a week. Like we finish work, we come straight here.
It's part of your life.
Yeah, 100%. So it's like it's like sort of like part of your life is being taken away, sort of thing. Because you're at a standstill. Then you don't know where you're gonna go.
Right.
It does hold a lot of legacy, but we're not too concerned about that. We don't want to fight with the council. We're basically just asking them to give us something permanent, a permanent fixture, somewhere permanent for us, that we can carry on bringing the kids in through them streets, taking them off the streets, giving them somewhere to go. And we've got somewhere else that's permanent for the next 25, 30 years. With the terms that Ricky Hatton boxed here, you've got kids that come through them doors now, and they're buzzing, they thrive off the fact that this was Ricky Hatton's gym. This is where he first started out. You know, he's so many world times champion, and they just think, oh, you know, Ricky Hatton trained here, he's a world class champion, could we be champions? And then obviously my two boys train here as well, and they're like, Dad, you trained here with Ricky Hatton, and it just inspires everybody, it inspires all the kids, and they love the fact that Rick trained here. Nearly 5,000 signatures, that obviously shows the impact and what it would have. Hyde's not really a massive community, it's not really a big place, but for 5,000 signatures from people around here obviously shows the strength of what people want. People want this here, you know, the community want it. There's not really many community things to keep people together anymore, is there? But this gym, it keeps a lot of people together, and you know, it's massive, mate.